2 software architecture related articles in a row. Just a pure coincidence. I don't have specific interest in software architecture. I like all aspects of development equally, for now at least. But I thought it was an interesting article and it goes well with the last article that we read, so here we are. Why software architecture skills are the key to job security in the age of AI with resources. I talk about it a lot, but I think with how the AI is going to develop is just anyone's guess is just good as anyone else's. But I think at the same time, there are some things that are certain. And I feel like one of those things is that it will require us to be more than just a developer, more than just let's just say coder. Being able to code is obviously an important skill always, I think, even with the AI. But I think what's going to be more important is really understanding what the code does, and this deep understanding of how the systems work will be more important, I think. It's important now, of course, but I think we have been able to get away with it as long as we can code, because we can produce products. But that will be less important as we go forward, and things like software architecture skills will be more important. That's my opinion, of course. Okay. How the complete software architecture training by Michael Pogrebinski can help you become a software architect and survive AI scare. An article written by Javin Paul. I'm sure we've read some article by him before. Median yearly salary in USA and median yearly salary in India of software engineer versus software architect. There's a huge difference. Hello guys, in 2025, many engineers share the same quiet fear. What if AI makes the coding skills obsolete? And it's not unfounded. With many news of layoffs floating around, like TCS's 12K layoff and Microsoft's letting 9,000 people let go, it's obviously that we should be worried. Another thing is the pace of development in AI. With tools like GitHub, Copilot, ChatGPT, Cloud Code, and automated code generators getting better every day, it's no surprise that developers worry about their long-term career security. As I can say for sure that ChatGPT can beat 99% developer when it comes to coding, and rest 1% are developers who are actually building ChatGPT, but there are skills which companies still need. If all you can bring to the table is just coding, you risk being replaced by automation or simply being seen as less valuable to your company. But here's the good news. There's a way to stay ahead. If you're a senior engineer and want to become a tech lead or a software architect and looking for resources, then you have come to the right place. Earlier, I have shared the best software architecture resources, books, and courses. And today, I'm going to talk about how you can acquire software architecture skills to survive on this AI age. I will also going to share a great resource I found recently which can be used to transition from senior software engineer to tech lead and software architect roles. Great intro, I think that would interest a lot of us. Why software architecture is your edge? The one thing AI can replace easily is architectural thinking, the ability to design, structure, and guide complex systems at scale. Software architecture isn't about cranking out lines of code. It's about deciding how systems should be structured, balancing scalability, performance, and security, guiding teams through trade-offs and technical decisions, shaping the big picture while still being grounded in technical realities. I've done a small project in software architecture, and the way I feel is that AI is still good at it, but it's much harder to get the right answer or more relevant answer compared to coding, I think. I think you can still use the same logic of use AI as the idea to bounce off. You ask questions, it gives you ideas, you reflect on it, you improve on it, you suggest other ideas, and I think that's the way to use it. But I think what makes it more difficult with architectural thinking is that you just have more things to write down, really, and more, because of that, there are more things to be interpreted wrongly by the AI. So yeah, just makes it more difficult. And yeah, but I think it's still a good tool to be used. Software architecture isn't about cranking out lines of code. It's about deciding how systems should be structured, balancing scalability, performance, and security, guiding teams through trade-offs and technical decisions, shaping the big picture while being grounded in technical realities. These are the skills that transform a senior developer into a software architect, a role that companies desperately need and are willing to pay top dollar for. Unfortunately, there are not many single resources which you can use to transition from senior developer to software architect, but I recently come across Certified Professional for Software Architecture course by Michael Pogrebinski and completely blown away by the breadth and depth of this training material. Sponsored? While the course is a bit expensive, but if you want to grow your career from senior developer to software architect, then this is the investment you need to make. And if you compare salaries of senior engineer to software architect, the investment is actually nothing. You can even use this certification to prepare for prestigious CPSA F certification exam, which is widely recognized. Why you want to learn this in college or on YouTube? This is a great question to ask, because there are so many free resources available, so why pay for it? Let's see. Here's the catch. Software architecture isn't taught in universities, boot camps, or quick YouTube tutorials. Software architecture is taught in university, is it not? Or at least where I am, it is being taught. College focuses on theory, fundamentals, and not how to lead real-world systems. YouTube and blogs are fragmented. You'll get random tidbits, but no structured roadmap. While books are certainly useful, and I have shared best software architecture books earlier, but they are also extremely verbose. If you can take months to piece together scattered concepts, and even then, you will still wonder if you've covered everything that actually matters. That's why so many experienced engineers feel stuck. They've mastered coding, but don't know how to take the leap into architectural level thinking. That's where a Certified Professional for Software Architecture course by Michael Pogrebinski comes in. This is one of the specialized training material created to pass this certification exam. But even if you are not preparing for this cert, you can still use this training material to level up your software architecture skill. I've never taken this course before, so I don't know, I can't really speak to it. But yeah, I think if any of you has taken this, let me know how it is. But otherwise, I think if you're studying, you should start with free materials. Yeah. Because I've read another article, someone who dedicated 1 hour every day to studying system design. And from what I read, they made a great progress. Maybe they used paid material, I don't know, but I think there are so many good free materials available, like the books that you can get from the library, or maybe you can get it cheap, YouTube videos. I think you should start with that. And I think if you want more, if you want to learn more in a structured way, then maybe you should think about paying for a paid course. I'll talk about this program a bit more in coming section, but it's totally gold for a senior engineer, especially to survive in this artificial intelligence wave, which is already eating junior and mid-level engineer for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The solution, Certified Professional for Software Architecture. This is where the CPSA training comes in. Instead of wasting years stitching together scattered resources, this program condenses all the relevant knowledge you actually need into a practical, digestible, and impactful format. Here's what makes it different. Structured end-to-end learning, no fluff, no filler, just the essential principles and practices. Designed for senior engineers, targets professionals who already know how to code but want to step up into leadership and architectural roles. Industry recognized certification gives you credibility and career leverage. Future-proof skills focuses on decision making, design, and system level thinking that AI can automate by completing completing the training, you will move beyond just coding and position yourself as someone who can lead projects, mentor teams, and architect the systems of tomorrow. Tracking app component diagram. UI, UX, ad manager, data analysis. Why this matters more than ever. Let me be honest, AI scares me as well, but instead of worrying, I'm taking steps to upskill myself. There are a lot of typos here. I don't know why. It's known truth that companies don't cut their architects when times get tough. They rely on them even more. Senior software engineers with architecture skills have higher job security, earn better compensation, gain leadership opportunities, stay relevant even as AI accelerates coding automation. If you feel stuck in your career or worried about future, investing in architecture skills is the single most impactful move you can make in 2025. This is also important if you want to grow as tech lead or software architect, as there is a huge difference in salary of both of them, not just in USA but also in India and globally. You can see that software architect salaries are 50% higher than senior engineer salary, so any investment made in learning software architecture skill is definitely worth it. To give some perspective, in the US, the median salary jumps from 160K for engineers and 253K for architects. In India, it goes from around 9 LPA to 34 LPA. In the UK, architects earn 78K pounds on average versus 4K for engineers. If you want to do just one thing at the moment, I suggest you to join the course. You will thank me later. Final thoughts. While it's still early days, the rise of AI isn't the end of software engineering. It's a shift in what skills are valued. The engineers who will thrive are the ones who go beyond writing code and step into architectural thinking. The course is the most practical, structured way to make that leap without drowning in scattered resources or wasting years trying to figure it out alone. All the best for your system design journey and cracking those interviews. Keep rocking. And there are other system design coding interviews and resources that you can check out over here. Yeah, I think we've definitely read this, an article very close to this. I think even if you're not planning to change your career to software architect and you just want to stay as a developer, I think this is still a very good skill to have for developers, to have a big picture architectural understanding of the app that we're working on. I think that's important. And I know that me working on an architectural project, I learned so much from it, and I feel more confident as a developer, and I feel like I can contribute better to the teams and to the projects that I work on. So yeah, let me know what you think. Is there anyone that's interested in architecture but not interested in like coding? Because I can imagine someone who's interested in coding not interested in architecture, but not the other way around. But yeah, surely there are people like that. Yeah, but I think they are both very good skills, and we should have both of them, whether you are a software architect or a developer. Yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.